We haven't heard a lot of Snoop Jay-Z collabs, but Jay-Z should be so proud of Snoop and so happy for him. I mean, this is like when Jay got Rockefeller or when Jay became the president of Def Jam and all that kind of stuff. Jay has walked in the shoes of what Snoop is about to do, and it was just 20 years ago. And now 20 years later, Snoop Dogg doing the same thing. Snoop is gonna end up doing the same things Jay did. Jay opened his own streaming like Tidal. He done went through the labels, did his albums, label, signed artists. Now Jay got the streaming service that any musician is gonna have to pay Jay a cut to put their music on his platform, but Tidal pay you the most. So Snoop is going to do the same thing. It's gonna be a some kind of dog pound streaming service. But man, what a tremendous acquirement that Snoop got. He to be able to be the owner of that, and you got Pac's records on there. Just think of the history like that motivates him every day to make that good music, to make artists go even harder under his label. And now he's gonna do more things progressing in the future. We already see Snoop on TV with the lighters. I hear Snoop and see Snoop in everyday household items and things. So for him to have this big business, he's gonna be making his own jingles to the commercials. He's gonna be getting bread all the way around, full circle. Like he's gonna do a new commercial with Martha Stewart with that lighter they got, but he's gonna have his music or some of his artist music playing in the back. That way, that his label gets paid for that, and he gets paid for the commercial and their product. He's making a cut off of that. So this is the best situation for any type of businessman to be in. When you work at your craft so hard and now you have got to the point where you have leverage in that industry and you could start branching it around. This is the point that everybody wants to get to no matter what they do. If it's music, if it's art, if it's this or that, hard work, you want to get to the point where your base that you built up is now allowing you to tap in to all these different avenues. I mean, he built up Death Row by just being there in the beginning and putting out that music, collabing with Pac, America's Most Wanted. I mean, you all that and Dog Pound with Daz and everything. Like Daz is now back in action. Like Daz didn't fall off too. He's been going hard. And then now that they're back together, it's set in stone. Like it's just solidifying that the legacy will last because nobody really gets that second coming late in your career. Late. It's just like the same thing as if LeBron James just winning, gets in a super team now, or he just starts doing some, like he starts making free throws now, which will get him a new ring late in his career. It's the same kind of analogy as Snoop becoming the owner of Death Row late in his career, and it's just going to be a second wave of more opportunities, more ownership, something he could leave behind to his family for a long time. Because, Snoop got a big family and he's always been doing them football leagues. He's been providing for his kids. But now it's to the point where, like, okay, his kids is going to have to do something. Like, if they want to be productive in life, they could either they could either sit back and take the inheritance, or these kids is now going to be able to learn what Snoop is doing. And Snoop can put them on into different talents and sign them. You don't have to just sign an artist like that records. You could sign writers, you can sign producers, editors, videographers, anybody that's got anything to do with the music video game, production, distribution, branding, advertising. So Snoop is going to be able to give Long Beach and the surrounding area jobs, opportunities. So shout out to all the people from Long Beach, man. if you still rocking with Snoop Dogg after all these years, you was on the right team. Because look at all the people that fell off that were a part of Death Row, and Dre had his thing, but Dre got lucky. He was able to split off early. They don't screw over the producer that as much as they do the artist. So Dre got lucky. He was able to click up with Eminem and 50 Cent, and they did all that, right? That's where he got his bread from. It wasn't really from Death Row. He really got his bread from Eminem. And then he sells beats, but now Snoop Dogg's turn to get his own beats, to get his own side venture. And so that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about that we want to see Snoop do and that Snoop deserves. He's going to elevate higher than where he's already at. And he's already doing good with being a relevant household name to everybody. You could ask old people and you can ask young people, and they'll both know who Snoop Dogg is. And they'll either sing his song or say the TV commercial they saw him from. And then that's basically it. And he's on the new, like, he's on TV doing the basketball commentary. They got him in the Super Bowl. Like, they really having this guy all over the place. So he must have earned getting Death Row. Like, they're like, you know what? He can actually do this. So boom, let's offload it to Snoop. Now, if you think he was able to get the record label in a completely different way, let me know what you think. But let me know what you're really, really thinking in the comments. Like, if you think that he must have did some weird things to be able to get all this back in his hands, because they don't give away record labels for free these days. Like, you have to do something. Like, what is let me know what you think the money amount that he must have had signed to pay is for this. And if you don't think it's money, let me know what other thing do you think he had to do? Did he have to make a promise? Did he have to sign up for some sort of promissory note saying he's gonna pay back such and such amount? Like, kind of like if it was an agreement to fully buy the company. Did he cash him out? Is he gonna do payments on it? Did he, do more movies? Did he say he'll give them an album if they give him this? Or, like, what do you think it was? Let me know in the comments. But until then, there's so many people that are coming to speak out. So we're gonna get all the interviews together and push them out. So stay tuned for all the interviews that are coming up with all the people that were with Snoop Dogg yesterday.